Hey, brothers. This is Justin with Masonic Improvement. Hey, I will be completely upfront with you on this. I don't intend to make this a habit of making videos about, COVID-19 or the coronavirus or whatever you want to call it. But I do feel like it's hard to ignore. Like, we can't not talk about it with everything going on. And so I know I talked about it a bit on the last video. I'm going to talk about it a little bit here. And I don't know. We don't know how long this thing's going to be around. How long it's going to be around, but um, hopefully we don't have to talk about it very much more. But I do want to touch on something that I didn't touch on the last video, and I think it's really important, particularly now when we have so many Grand Lodges that are shut down. My last video, it was just starting to happen. It was conversations. It was a conversation that was just starting to take place in many jurisdictions. Since then, Grand Lodge of Texas, where I'm at, has ceased all Masonic activities. I believe probably at this point, most, if not all, Grand Lodges, at least in North America, have done something very similar. But so a lot of brothers we're having this problem. I mean, where we have for years gone and participated in lodge activities um, on almost a weekly basis. So, personally, I would go to one or two meetings a week, and that was just me. And some people, particularly the retired brothers, they would go to just about everything in their district that took place, regardless of how many times a week it was, because they didn't work. So why not? And those are the brothers I want to talk about right now, because we have a large portion of our membership now, of our fraternity, that are holed up in their houses. And so these are the brothers that were very active in the fraternity, that were used to getting out, and now they're not. And so for those of us that are younger, this presents a great opportunity for us. We teach a lot about being there for our brothers. We teach a lot about reaching out to, the widows of our brothers. And what better time to do so than right now? This is a very scary time for a lot of people, particularly those that are most susceptible to this. And I know from my personal experience, a lot of these brothers are very happy to hear from you if you call them, because it's another person, it's another voice. They are probably cooped up with their spouses. Probably have been doing so for a week or two, very rarely getting out. Um, Ordinarily, they'd be happy to hear from any of us, but given the circumstances, they are probably ecstatic to hear from us. So, my point, use this opportunity, reach out to as many brothers as you can, particularly those older brothers that you know are at home, that you know don't need to be getting out. Call them, ask them how they're doing, making sure they're okay, being sure that they are practicing social distancing, and follow that up with asking them if they need anything. Many of us live in town or close to town. These are brothers that don't need to be going out to the grocery stores. They don't need to be running these errands. But we can. You can. So ask them if they need anything. If they need milk or something, just volunteer to run to the store, grab them some milk, and leave it on their front porch or something. It's a small token, but it goes a long way for them, and it allows us to still be of service to society and our brothers. But really, speaking of society, as Masons, and really just as good men, we can take this principle even further, because we all have people in our community that we know that are older, that don't need to be getting out, or they may have pre-existing conditions that make them more susceptible. They don't need to get out either. Reach out to them. Ask them the same things. Ask them how they're doing. Have a conversation with these people, and then ask them if there's anything you can do for them. Volunteer to grab things for them if you need to. Be of service. And in a fraternity that practices, universal benevolence, particularly, to our brothers as well. This is the opportunity. This is the time. This is what it's all talking about. These are the times when these principles are needed the most. So reach out to your brothers, reach out to people in your community, help them, be of service. And honestly, even if they don't need anything, that conversation might be the best thing you can do for them that day. Reach out to these people and talk to them. That's all, brothers. I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching.